Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is August 19th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review. I'm reviewing the Russell 2000 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is off educational purposes only, no trade recommendations here, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. Let's just jump right on in here. This market is doing kind of what we expected it to do, and that's given us this red month. We are also beginning to get a red quarter, but this is kind of like early in the quarter, so we're okay with that. We have had a few down weeks here, about 3 down weeks, and the thing is it time to buy the dip? Let's go ahead and take a closer look at all this, and we will see what I think about buying the dip at this time. Right now, and we're looking at a future contract, and at the end I'll switch over on the other ones to where you can see everything, and all on the other, on IWM and on RUT, the other two items that I trade every now and then. But on the quarterly chart, as we can see, we have pulled back, and then on this one we don't get enough data, but we can see that we still have an uptrend going. We just got the red quarter with the red month going on right now. We didn't quite reach the top that I was expecting to reach, but we did get where we were playing above 2,000 for a little while, and we're right back. We back at pivot on the yearly pivot. Didn't get close to the R1 pivot on the Russell on this future contract and all. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, again, this doesn't have as much data. That's why the moving average and stuff look kind of funny. You didn't see a full moving average, but we are right at the 10 now again on the Russell. The Russell was the one that was having a hard time getting above the 10, because on the monthly chart, above the 10 we say we're in a bull market, below the 10 we say we're in a bear market, and right now the Russell is sitting right on that level, even with our stochastic not even quite to the top yet. We had a couple of good months here, and now we get in a big, down month. And on the Russell, it was a level right here. You see this little dashed line. That's kind of like was my midpoint that was kind of like my top point near that 2,000. Could we break that and get above that? And we got above it here for 1 month, and now we're back below that level. Now my bottoms on the Russell. Pivot is a nice place to bounce and all. These are quarterly pivots, and it seemed like it did that. The thing is, if we end up getting a close below this quarterly pivot here and all, we can end up all the way back down here near my bottoms and all. And we got a support 1 down here as a bottom, and we got one of my little voodoo lines down here as a bottom, and then we got the pure bottom down here. Will we go that low? I don't know, but that's what I have. Now, let's take a quick look at the weekly chart, and I'm going to zoom in on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, one of the big things that I like people to see, how the Russell can go sideways. And meaning sideways, that means it's kind of like oscillating. It goes up, it comes back down. It goes up, and it comes back down. And it has its points where it likes going up to, and its points to where it likes going down to. Now let's zoom in a little bit here, and you can see that a little bit clear, how it likes going up here to these certain points here, and then it comes down to these certain points here. Up, down, and then on my downside is not quite down to this last little low that it had made. So time to buy the dip based on my weekly chart? I would say no. But let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily chart and see what we see there. Zoom in a little bit here. The thing is, yeah, you got a little bit of this. This is just, guys, this on the significant thing here. The stochastic. The stochastic is one of these indicators that can hang out down here at this bottom. So you got to learn how to use the stochastic. Just because it's at the bottom doesn't mean it's time to buy. And you should use a couple other indicators along with the stochastic if you're actually using stochastic as one of your indicators. That's the other thing where people make a mistake. They try to look at it by itself, and you can't do that. The other thing that I like here they're saying buy the dip. No, these guys are not buying the dip. My opinion, these guys are just taking profits on their short trades. They've been short up here. This thing told them this market was going down, especially once it broke this area right here, this 1960, 1968, really to be this area here, because it was going up, and then it was consolidating to go up, or was it consolidating to go down? We can see now for the last couple of weeks this thing has been going down and all, and that's where we're at. Is it time to take profit? Yes, it's time to take profit if you were short. So that's what this green candle is about, more so than actually buying the dip, I would say, in my opinion. So be careful about that. And that's all I really want to share. So I said I was going to look at the other ones right quick. RUT on the daily. I like looking at it on the daily. On the daily, as you can see, this line, I got a line right here on here. It almost made it to this area where I thought it should be bouncing. It got close to there where it bounced and all. But that gets back to the point. I don't want to see, if I was long, I don't want to see, and this thing right here, so no trade recommendation, so don't let me talk about what I do. This area right here is, you don't expect it to go below that, but a safer area to be doing stuff is really way down here, with volatility actually getting up a little bit more in the market and all. But are we there yet? Not quite. I'll zoom in a little bit more. This is my line. This is the area. We almost hit there, but it definitely was a good bounce point. Definitely a good point to take profit and all. Let's take a quick look at IWM. And IWM, zoom in a little bit, and you see about the same thing. And on IWM, what I'm also seeing, let me zoom in just a little bit more. I see this big gap down here and all. So will this market come down here and fill this gap? This is a normal gap. This is not you're counting the wick gap. This is a very big gap. So this market can come down here and maybe want to fill this gap, or I also have a level just above it where I would expect to bounce again, and it's also real close to this 180 level. So we have to kind of like wait and see what this is doing. This again, on all of them, we're going to see the same thing. This right here was no more than just profit taking. I wouldn't think this is a reversal. It can be a reversal, but I need to see a confirmation candle. I won't buy just because I see just this one candle and my stochastic hanging out down here at the bottom. That's just not enough for me at this time. And that's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.